Hello and welcome back to episode 6 of Flaneur Talks. This week we're going to be talking about food. We're going to be discussing mostly our favourite types of food and possibly getting into some discourse about what the best of each subject is. So first of all, last week we were discussing Valentine's Day. So what did you guys actually end up having on Valentine's Day? Did you have any nice food?
Myself, I just went and had an M&S meal deal, which if you go back to episode 5, there is a picture on there of the meal deal that I kind of had. So I just ended up having steak with garlic butter because that's my kind of all-time favourite food. And fries as well. And then for dessert, we had chocolate tart and we had as well perfetta rolls because they're my fave.
Oh, that sounds so good. Azaria, what did you have?
I personally didn't really celebrate Valentine's Day because I was working that day, but my parents did, so I can at least tell you what they did. So they had an Asda meal deal. So theirs was like a starter, it was like garlic mushrooms, and then it was, what was it? It was like ravioli roses in a beef ragu sauce with some braised cabbage, with some dauphinoise potatoes. And then for dessert, they had sticky toffee pudding with custard. And then they had like a little chocolate gift box as well that they shared between them. It was so cute. I'm glad that they celebrated it.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, it's difficult as an adult when you actually have to work on these holidays. Hopefully, even if you can't celebrate on Valentine's Day, you can always have, a special meal at some other time. Like, what would you say is your ideal date meal? Like, if you were going on a first date, obviously you can't really have anything that's going to spill, or things like burritos or burgers where you've got to like stuff it in your face. So what do you think, Azaria, you would have ideally on a first date?
Now, you've put in a lot of rules there, and I'm like, I would eat whatever I wanted because I feel like on a date, and I guess this is kind of going into like relationship territory, but if I'm going on a date, I want them to see what I'm actually like. So I'm not going to, pretend that I'm really prim and proper when I'm not. So I would be out here going for burgers if I wanted burgers. But I'm not sure, for a first date, maybe like, something simple like steak. That tends to go down pretty well. And, if you're someone who wants to know what, your date's like on the first date, take them for steak and, look at how they have their steak cooked, and that should be able to tell you a bit about what they're like.
That's funny because we were discussing that at the dinner table today about people going and seeing how they like the steaks, because these guys all think it's weird that I have mine well done. But in my defense, I can't eat stuff that's red because it freaks me out. So my ideal date would obviously be steak again because I'm obsessed with garlic butter. Garlic butter is the best thing in the world. But I actually think like the first date I actually went on, I think, was Pizza Express or something like that.
Ooh, that's a shout.
So like just having pizza or pasta, because I'm a pasta kind of person when it comes to Pizza Express, just having that. But again, garlic is probably not the best thing to have on a first date unless both of you have garlic.
Yeah, Azaria, I think you are a lot more secure than I am. I am a disgusting eater. Honestly, it's not something that I want anyone to see, let alone something that I'm trying to date. So I always go for something that I have to cut up with a knife and fork just to make it that much easier. And honestly, I think my favourite thing for a first date, a little tip for anyone, is go for a sharing dessert, because it's, just that little bit more intimate. And then also you can kind of get to know them a bit more as well. Like you were saying with the steak, by the way, I would definitely go medium rare if anyone's listening and wants to know. But yeah, for a dessert, like you can tell the kind of person that they are depending on how much they take. Like, did they share it equally? And are they the person that takes the last spoonful, or do they let you take it.
Or does no one take it and it just gets left there looking really sad?
Nah.
If I were there, I'd eat it.
I was gonna say, if that's me, I'm definitely taking that. That's 100%. I got a reputation in my family because apparently I could never do the whole romance thing where you like share food with a guy, because a guy would ask me and say like, oh, you know, can I have some of your brioche or whatever I had? I'd be like, nah, this is my brioche. I brought it. If you wanted brioche, you bring it.
Exactly.
So what would your favorite dessert be, like in general?
My favourite dessert is chocolate tart. It can't be beaten. I'd literally die for that food. Oh, if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's basically kind of like a chocolate tart, but it has a kind of like a biscuity bottom instead of like an actual tart bottom. It's just so good. It's like almost like a solidified chocolate mousse. Oh, it's just the best thing in the world.
I'd probably take apple crumble, honestly. Apple crumble and custard, because it's just a classic. It's a classic. Like, especially those places, for me, I like it if they, you know, put maybe like something extra in it. Like, you know, if they happen to put cinnamon on top of it or something like that. I like a generic apple crumble. Anything extra is just a bonus for me, really. So you can't really go wrong with it.
Oh yeah, cinnamon and apple is the perfect dessert combo. I love that. But I think for me, a dessert I always go for is a creme brulee. I don't know where it started, but I love it. I love tapping the top. I like the custard inside. It's one of my favorites.
It reminds me of that Netflix series Emily in Paris, where he has the creme brulees and he's hitting them with the spoons whilst he's upset. He doesn't eat them, he just smacks them with his spoons because he wants to hear the crack.
Try it.
That is my favourite part of any dessert, is if you can have a bit of fun with it. Love that. Yeah.
I've never had creme brulee.
No, we need to, well, once we can, we're definitely going to go out for some. So I feel like this one might bring up a bit of discourse, but so what would you say is your favourite chocolate bar, or if that's too difficult, your top 3 chocolate bars?
Mine would be dark milk from Dairy Milk. That's it.
That's the new one that they brought out recently.
Yeah, I don't like milk chocolate and I don't like white chocolate just by themselves. I love dark chocolate, but like that dark milk is like the perfect balance between dark and milk. Because if I have milk chocolate or white chocolate, my teeth get really, really sore.
Oh.
So I don't really eat chocolate as much as a normal person probably would.
See, yeah. I don't eat it a lot, but when I have a chocolate bar, I feel like the one thing that I go towards is a Mars bar. Like, that to me is top tier.
Mars. I like a good Mars on a good day.
Yeah.
Now mine's controversial.
Oh.
I say my top 3, but it's very controversial. But at least you know, because it will be the only thing left in the celebrations box, that I will have them.
No,
and I think we can guess what it is now.
No!
It's a bounty. I do like a bounty. I know. But you need at least one friend that likes bounties, because then you're not wasting anything in a celebrations box. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I never pegged you as a bounty eater.
Coconut's just just chef's kiss. Coconut. I love it. But something a little less controversial. I like a good Twix. Oh gosh, I said 3, didn't I? A Kitkat. I like Kitkat in all forms.
See, Kitkats have grown on me because of the Japanese Kitkats. Considering you can get like so many flavors, that's smart, and I wish they would bring them over here because that's just so cool. I mean,
yeah, because you have to get them imported.
Yeah, I like the one that they do in England, the chunky one that has peanut butter in it. I love peanut butter. I think my I'd put that as my second choice, and then third would probably be, it'd either be like a Cadbury just a caramel chocolate one, or it'd be a Snickers.
Oh, Snickers. I love Snickers. I love most chocolate bars though, so
That's
I
the thing.
think pretty much everything's on there.
Yeah, it's got a bit of everything in, and I wouldn't turn any. Oh no, fudge. I think my third would be a fudge.
Oh no.
No,
No.
why
I don't
not?
like caramelly stuff, you know, so everything you said, I don't like caramel. I really like caramel lattes, which is off topic, but that's only because it makes it sweet. Other than that, I can't eat caramel itself.
Caramel lattes are amazing. What's your favourite? Is that your favourite coffee?
Oh, yeah. Obviously
caramel
from
latte.
Starbucks as well.
Ugh.
Unless it's a gingerbread latte, then I have to get it from Costa because they taste better, and I don't know why.
No, I
upsets
think
me.
franchise coffee, I prefer Costa to Starbucks because when I was at uni, we had a Costa on campus that was like right where all the lecture theatres were. So I used to go there all the time, especially with like loads of friends and people. So it would be a really fun little thing to do before a lecture, just to go get a coffee. And I love their caramel lattes. Those are so good.
I love how you had Costa and we had Starbucks in our uni.
No, we didn't have that. But I think if I was going to get like my coffee order, I prefer cold brews now. I like a caramel cold brew. But for anyone Greek who's listening, I will always 100% choose a Greek frappe over any franchise coffee. And that is something I will probably over summer put on the Instagram on how to make, because it is a classic and I think that more people should know how to do it. Azaria, what about you? What's your favourite coffee?
No, I don't like coffee, so I can't really participate with that one. But I was gonna say bubble tea. Bubble tea, I freaking love bubble tea. But I'm more of like a fruit bubble tea drinker with popping pearls, as opposed to, milk tea and like tapioca pearls. Again, a bit controversial. That's kind of, but I absolutely love anything like a fruit cooler. Cough cough. Shout out to Chatime in Leeds for doing the same thing for me all the time. I just freaking love fruit drinks, man. Like, I'm having withdrawal symptoms already from bubble tea at the moment.
Oh, I think, honestly, any bubble tea is amazing. I love the tapioca pearls, I love a milk tea, but I also love a fruit tea. I think for me, fruit teas are better in summer. Amber, what would you get, bubble tea?
I'm really weird. I've never tried the milk bubble tea. I kind of want to try that.
I think you'd like it.
But I always go for the chocolate mousse latte bubble tea? But I don't ever have any pearls in it.
No.
I literally just have it as.
So
I'm scared to have the pearls.
So the whole point of bubble tea, you've got rid of the bubbles.
Yeah. I would like to try. I'm a little bit scared of being adventurous and not liking something that I'm paying for, but I know like Chatime would probably look after me and be able to recommend a really good drink as well, because they have such good service out there as well. So shout out to them, because they do always look after their customers as well.
Yeah, we had the only bubble tea place in Lancaster was a Chatime, and I absolutely loved it there. It was so good, especially in like hot days. It's the perfect thing. So back to like food, and something again might get controversial, but the top three, kind of going back to top three, you can just say one if there is only one. But what are your favourite crisps?
Doritos.
Doritos.
Literally Doritos and Dorito salsa. Heaven.
What flavour Doritos?
Cool Original. You can't go wrong with Cool Original.
I like that. If I was gonna rank Doritos, I'd put the tangy cheese at the top, and then I'd put the original second.
No, do not say Cool Original's plain. My housemate says they're plain, and he doesn't eat them, but that means more for me. It's okay.
I'm not gonna say they're plain, but they're not as, they don't have much of an impact,
Yeah,
I'm like chili heat wave kind of person. So for me, if I had to rank those Doritos, it would be chili heat wave, tangy cheese, like barbecue rib, and then somewhere below that would be cool original.
I didn't even know there was a barbecue rib. That sounds, that's so good.
Oh man, on my way back from school, I used to always get like a big sharer's bag of barbecue rib, Doritos, and then finish it by the time I get home because I was a chunky mess. I mean, I still am, and that's fine.
So, I think my favourite crisps, other than tangy cheese Doritos, would be sour cream and chive Pringles. I think it's sour cream and chive, or sour cream and onion.
Those are good.
Sour cream and chive, you know, I think.
Yeah. Sour cream and onion.
Is it? So do that weird one that's cheese, just cheese and onion, and it's like, why does that exist when you've got sour cream?
Yeah,
those are beautiful.
They're literally, once you pop, you can't stop. Like literally. But I like McCoy's. Like lately, I've been getting more and more into McCoy's because you have one and it's just flavor straight away. I'm like, yes, that's what I pay for.
The flame grilled steak ones. Oh, those are amazing. Yeah, if you weren't at home, let's say you were choosing somewhere cheap, what would be your favourite fast food place?
McDonald's, by far.
Yeah, I was gonna say McDonald's. Like that's probably the quickest and the cheapest. And something that 20 chicken nuggets, I'm happy.
Before uni, I actually hadn't been to McDonald's. Like, I think I'd only been once before. Because, my parents were really against it. They were both chefs, so it really wasn't their thing. See, I really like the Burger King bacon double cheeseburger. I always get that before I go on a flight, because there's one in I think it's Manchester Airport. It might be Leeds Bradford. Yeah. Leeds Bradford. They have a Burger King, and I always get a bacon double cheeseburger. And then on the way back in Athens Airport, they have a Burger King, so I get one there as well, and I love that. But honestly, KFC.
I hate Burger King.
No!
I hate that we have them in the airports and there's no McDonald's. It's like, that's the only thing that they have, and I'm just like, no, I can't eat that.
No!
Cannot eat that. It's like our tradition as a family, we go to different McDonald's around the world.
Oh.
So every time we go somewhere, it's a McDonald's.
Yeah.
So I have to try those different things because McDonald's, but Burger King, I just can't. It was my dad's favourite back when he was younger until he met my mum. Converted to McDonald's. Can't go wrong with a pork pounder,
I've never had one. All I've had are chicken legends and chicken nuggets. Oh, and I had the Terry's chocolate orange McFlurry when they did that one. Also, honestly, chocolate bar. I don't know if Terry's chocolate orange counts as a chocolate bar because it's an orange shape, but man, I love those as well. Those are incredible, but you can only have them at Christmas. Anyone who has them year round, no.
Don't look in this bag then.
Yeah, don't look at me. I'm I was already controversial. Like, we knew I ate them anytime.
With your coconut. I'm never gonna let you live that down now. That's change.
You know what? If you're going to bully me over it, at least buy me a Bounty first so I can cry into the chocolate. Like.
Oh, and someone's gonna eat a Kitkat the wrong way and bite off.
Oh.
You know what? I don't do that, thankfully. But do you know what? Because you've mentioned it, I will start doing that. Just to anger all of you. And I'm going to put it on Instagram at some point. You won't expect it. It'll just be me slowly biting into a Kit Kat the wrong way.
Speaking of which, follow us on Instagram at Flaneur Talks Podcast and on Twitter at Flaneur Talks. Yeah, just getting in those to get some more likes. So yeah, moving on from fast food to something that is kind of similar to fast food, but a little bit higher up. What would your Nando's order be?
Lemon and herb wrap without the chili jam or the mayo.
So plain.
Basically, yeah, because I don't like really spicy food. I prefer it not being spicy so I can actually eat it.
No. What sides do you get?
I do get peri fries.
Yes.
I won't leave
Okay.
the peri fries.
Okay. That's good.
When it comes to the actual chicken, I can't have it spicy.
No.
I do not enjoy it.
Do you just get the one side or do you go for two?
One.
Okay. Azaria, what do you get?
Okay, so buckle your seatbelts, everyone. Like, I'm adjusting in my seat as I say this.
This is going to be
Depending on my mood, it's either lemon and herb or medium. Grilled chicken burger with halloumi inside, but without tomato. And then on the side, I'll have peri peri chips, and then I'll have extra halloumi on the side. So it'll cost like an additional £3-4 for the mass load of halloumi that I want to drown myself in. And then if I'm eating at the restaurant, you'll be horrified, but I'll just drench my chips in sauce, and it's the most disgusting thing you'll ever see. And I'm not sure if I should ever show you me doing that, but it tastes amazing.
Honestly, I think you're back in my good books after that.
Yes.
That's a god tier order. Yeah, I either go for they've gotten rid of it now, but I used to go for is it mango and lime? Yeah, I used to go for that.
Yeah.
I love the taste of mango. That was always my favorite fruit. So I used to go for mango and lime, either a burger or a wrap with the chili jam, because I'm not.
Yeah, you got to offense with the mayo. I do not eat mayo because it's made out of eggs and it freaks me out.
I don't eat mayo. I don't know why, the texture. I just don't.
Also, I've never had halloumi.
No. All right.
For goodness sake, what's going on here?
Right.
Like, we've not exposed you to anything.
It's because it's made out of goat. It's goat, innit? That's why I don't eat it.
I don't know.
I think halloumi's goat.
Possibly because it's Greek and like we've talked about Greece and goats before.
It's either goat or sheep, and I won't touch that.
Yeah. Speaking of, check out episode 4 to hear more goat talk.
Apparently, it's like a mix of like goat and sheep's milk. Apparently.
That things I don't like.
that seems like a sin at that point.
Meh.
Crossbreeding animals to get halloumi. Yeah, I never have Nando's halloumi just because I have so much when I'm in Greece that I feel like as soon as I get back to England, I'm like, oh no, can't take any more. But I have either a burger or a wrap in mango and lime. I have peri peri chips and sweet corn. Because, you got to pretend like you're being healthy.
That with the sweet corn.
Yeah.
See, lettuce comes in the wrap, so I feel slightly healthy.
Yeah, that always gets me. I mean, we've kind of touched on it, but what's the spiciest meal you've ever had, or what is like the spiciest that you will go for?
I won't really eat spice, but shin ramen. That is the spiciest thing I've ever had. And it was the hot version because I wanted to try the really hot version.
I was going to say, it's not the plain one, is it?
I do find that spicy.
Oh
The normal one, shin ramen, is spicy, but my partner wanted to try the hot one because he likes spicy food, so I bought the spicy shin ramen, and that blew my head off just by having one noodle.
Wow.
I was not good.
Oh no. I know.
It would have to be some kind of Caribbean food. When I went to Grenada like 2-3 years ago, I can't remember what it was, but I remember my mouth being on fire. And everyone else was sat there enjoying it like it's like the plainest thing ever. And then they're like, "Ooh, yeah, yeah, I don't need my tongue, that's fine." But yeah, I don't know. But speaking of spice, just for a second, this is gonna sound a bit weird, but if you ever buy like the Nando's lemon and herb sauce, like the ones that you can get in supermarkets, it's not the same as the one in the restaurant, because the one in the restaurant's, lemon and herby and mild. But the one that you can take home has actually got kind of a kick to it, and it surprised me the first time. So like, wow, yeah, okay, yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Just in case you wanted a bit of spicy lemon and herb, there you go.
Ah, that's quite good. The spiciest I've had, like, I think it was the reason it was so spicy is because I didn't expect it. So we Aztec used to do these green Thai curry kits, and I absolutely loved those. They were so good. But we had some friends over, and so we'd got multiple kits to kind of deal with the amount of people we were feeding. And my mum decided that because it was a bigger pot, that we should put extra of the spice sachets in. And I think we ended up putting 5 sachets in. And like green Thai curry isn't supposed to be spicy.
It's got 3 chilies in a pack because I get them every week. So if you had 5 of those, you've had like 3, 6, 9, like 15s.
15, yeah, 15 chilies. And by the end of it, I mean, we were all crying. And thankfully it wasn't in a restaurant or anything, because I think that would have just been a horrific thing for anyone to see. But yeah, it was so spicy. I mean, it was great food, and that's the thing that I always get when it comes to spicy food. I want to eat more spice because I feel like, especially with chicken, it's always so nice and tender when it's spicy, but you've just got to get through that layer of spice. Do you remember those zinging chicken burgers that we had at school?
I never had one.
Oh, they were kind of spicy.
Yeah, I feel like they were spicy, but the chicken tasted so good that you just kind of ate through the spice.
Oh, high school's food. Like, people say bad stuff about the way their schools made food and made lunches. But ours was like actually pretty good. Like, I can't fault it. Some of the stuff they made was, I'd go back just to eat that, not for anything else, because other than that, it was a traumatic experience. But the food, banging, 10 out of 10.
I love the sweet and sour chicken. That was so good.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Tell us your favourite takeaway.
More often than not, I'll go for a pizza, but I'm going to be annoying and say it depends on my mood, but more often than not, it's pizza. And a tango plus.
Well, as well with pizza, you can get like any topping.
And like, you can kind of cheat with pizza, because I could also say calzone, because technically a folded pizza.
Yeah. What would you have on your pizza?
I'm a meat piece person. Yeah, I'm some pepperoni, beef, sausage, chicken, more pepperoni, cheese, loads of cheese. Oh, kebab meat. I don't know, man. I don't care what kind of meat. Just stick it on. Go on. I'm hyping myself up over like the thought of a meat piece calzone from my local takeaway.
Oh god. I love a cheesy pizza. I think my favourite is like a 4 cheese, especially one that has like some blue cheese on it or goat's cheese. Love a lot. Like something a bit sour. What about you, Amber? What do you have on your pizzas?
Sweet corn.
Just sweet corn.
Cheese.
Cheese.
I am one of those people that, this is really weird, but I won't have it as a takeaway pizza, but I'll have it as a bought pizza. Ham and pineapple.
Ah.
I do love a ham and pineapple bought from the supermarket with salad, and I really like it in Venice. Like, their fresh pineapple over there is just the best thing in the world.
Yeah, I wonder what makes it different when it's supermarket.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know whether it's the pineapple, whether it's being preserved differently.
Possibly.
I just think this is weird because it should taste fresher from a takeaway place, but I think it tastes fresher from a supermarket.
Yeah. I mean, I personally, I love a takeaway pizza. Love it to death. Any time that I don't actually have to cook is the best for me. I'll do that anytime. I think, though, that my favourite takeaway would be a Chinese. 100%. Love some egg fried rice.
I don't eat egg fried rice, it's got egg in it, but...
That is 100%. my favourite thing is a bit of egg fried rice. I love it so much, and especially when it's like a proper oily Chinese. I mean, I always have to make sure that I'm not doing anything the next day, because I know for a fact that I won't be able to get out of bed. I will be in a coma, and I just kind of have to prepare in advance for that.
I don't like Chinese food.
I
don't eat Chinese food.
You love Japanese food?
I love Japanese food, but I really don't like Chinese food.
No.
If I ever go to a Chinese like takeaway, I'd literally just get rice, chips, the rice pancakes that come with duck. I just buy them on the side, and sweet and sour sauce, and that's it.
See, I like that there are a lot more options for takeaways now, as mainly it's in city centres, but you know, you've got quite a few Greek places, you've got like we talked about, there's quite a few Japanese restaurants in Leeds now, some that we've been able to go to, thankfully, but I can't wait to visit more once everything opens up. And there's a Korean place that we've been to as well. That's amazing. Love Korean fried chicken. I think that it's just good that there's so many different types. There's like some Thai restaurants. There's a Vietnamese place that's opened up as well. And I think it's just, it's good that we can kind of experience different cultures and like through their food, even if obviously we're stuck in the UK, especially for the foreseeable future. What would your favourite takeaway be? I don't know if you answered or not.
Favourite takeaway? I'm going to say blue sakura, Japanese, just because I just really like it. If I can't spend that much money, then I'd probably get lost. To be fair, I'm not that much of a takeaway person, because I prefer to eat and cook my own food. Yeah. Because when you do food technology, you seem to get this mindset of what's in food and how they make it. So you kind of want to make everything from fresh, especially if you're someone that calorie counts, because I have a bad habit of doing that. So I like to keep watch of kind of what goes into the food and what doesn't. But I will have Japanese food on the odd occasion.
I think to end off, what kind of chips would you say are your favourite? So there's like chunky, you got fries, you got curly fries, there's what's it called, smiley faces.
Mine has to be fries, but it has to be squishy fries. So you know when you get a McDonald's fries and they're like squishy? Oh, I like
yeah, the soggy fries.
Yeah, so not crispy then.
Nah, I like squidgy fries, but smiley faces from TGI Fridays back in the day, they were the like nothing could compare to that and a hot dog on the side.
I don't like the actual the kind of sausage that they use for hot dogs.
Oh my god, no.
I hate them. I would prefer like just to put a normal sausage in, because I don't know why that specific sausage I just hate.
Oh man, I love hot dogs so much.
Nah, I rarely have hot dogs. I like a bratwurst though. If I'm gonna go like a proper German hot dog rather than...
Ye old oak is for me. That's the can that I get from the
Oh,
supermarket.
the idea that it comes in a can. But yeah, sorry, what would your chips be?
Usually it would be fries, but I'm gonna say it depends where you get it from.
Yeah.
You go to a British beach, it has to be the chunky fries that you get like when you're getting fish and chips. If it's like a takeaway, it has to be like fries, like soggy fries. If you're feeling fancy, curly fries. If you want to feel like a kid again, which I always do, smiley faces or potato waffles.
I think for me, my favourite is the chips that you get at fish and chips, where they're not they're chunky, but they're soggy, like they're dripping in oil, and for me that is just peak. Yeah. There's no other way to describe it.
You know, peak means bad, right?
No, it doesn't, because think about it, the peak of the mountain is at the top.
That's what I thought as well.
Yeah, it's the best part.
Me and my friend, like, because obviously me and my friend were both, ironically, we were both born in the same hospital in London, but we both like double checked, and peak means bad.
No, definitely does.
Like, I don't make the rules, man. That's just how it is.
I feel like people use peak for bad, but only in like a sarcastic way.
I don't know, man. You can rewrite the street rules all you want.
No, there's no way it means bad. You know what? Comment down below. Does peak mean good or does peak mean bad?
We'll have all the Londoners coming after you all at once.
Oh god, yeah. Well, no, you're not valid. You already live in the capital. You don't get to choose language as well.
It's okay. I'm up here for you Londoners. Don't worry, I've got you back.
No.
Got you guys.
Right,
Got you guys.
This has been a roller coaster with you, Azaria. We've gone from the bounty horror to loving halloumi, and now you're sticking with Londoners.
I love Londoners.
Like, I don't know where to stand at the end of this.
Just Londoners are, like, generally not too nice. And I'm not too nice either, so I feel like we've got a lot in common.
You're lovely. Does anyone have anything else to say about food in general? Or drinks or anything?
Nope, but I do think we should all go to Chatime and get bubble tea now.
Oh, I would.
That sounds good to me.
So, just to let you know as well, they have said that we can put their Instagram in the bio as well. So, if you guys do want to check out Bubble Tea, they are in Leeds. I will tag them down below as well. And I'll tag where the store is as well, so you can find it if you are in this area. Or you can buy them on Deliveroo.
Yes.
I do know that they deliver.
Yes, that's smart. That's smart. But yeah, so thank you everyone for listening to episode 6. And next week we will be talking about gaming, which I think we're all looking forward to having a bit of a conversation about. So yeah, listen to that next week when that will be out. But for now, thank you everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, visit our Instagram and Twitter and the website, and we will see you next week. So it is bye from me, Melina, from Amber and Azaria. Bye!
Bye!